Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this and... NBA presentation. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Well, it was the New Orleans Pelicans winning their last game against Orlando. And they put it all together in that game. It ended up a phenomenal win.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Why is he
was a mismatch. I mean, the defense
$31?
from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The general is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Mr. Clutch. And it's Hall in at the point guard position. That's good.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
The Lakers were very good at all last season, Clark, and they just didn't have any teeth in their run game.
Well, you know, they shot threes on the road. Go back. Top percentage in the league, as a matter of fact. Still, they just couldn't hold on to leads.
Davis sets a screen. Hall, he's covered by Murray. 2 on the clock. James with the bucket.
You know, he almost pulled the trigger on that possession, but recognized that there was a better option. That's what we mean by playing for your teammates. And the Lakers would end with a road record of 9-32. That is a franchise worst for them and sums up the year they had away from state.
Murray, no good. New Orleans on D. The pass to Hall from deep. Here's the general. James outside. Pass to Hall. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
You know, looking at the Lakers, a big thing for them as we get back to their road woes is they didn't win a single game on the road in their division. In a word, that's terrible.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Yeah.
They set the pick.
Sure.
Now the feed to LeBron.
And the drop off in total.
Back, a little too aggressive there.
Yeah, no doubt about that one with the over the
I don't know.
Yeah, it looked like
I'm not gonna go
for a
nowhere.
ride right there. Easy call.
Here's
my emotions are too tensed up.
Game against Orlando.
I said I feel like my emotions will get too tensed up today. So I'm trying to get my mind back.
There haven't been many players that have the
I'm gonna go tomorrow.
LeBron James, and he knows that this is going to pose a lot of problems for his team. He told me the most amazing thing to him about LeBron was that he has the ability to be a force at virtually any position on the floor, from point guard to center. He can and does do it all, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. And so here is New Orleans after LeBron James hitting the 3. Jones.
Good D, but better O. It's almost as if they're just standing there.
Well said. Well, for the most part, they were just standing still, Clark.
Yeah. And you know what, Kevin? He's not the most explosive player on the court, but if you give him a clear lane to the basket, he'll punch it on you.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one.
Yeah, good call there. I mean, feet clearly moving when he set the screen.
And he lowered the shoulder, too. I mean, they were going to get him there one way or the other. I mean, that was an easy call.
Russell, he's checked in for the Lakers. In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Thunder. The general is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Anthony Davis, and it's Hall in at the 1 spot.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Passes it to Thunder. Clock at 6. They set the screen. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. James, no good.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Here is Garbage Man. A 17-point game for him in the win against Orlando.
Well, let's take a look at where New Orleans ended up rank-wise in the league last year, Kevin. First in blocks, fourth in three-point field goal percentage, and they were top 10 in fewest team turnovers. This team has a number of players that take care of the ball and value every possession.
And that block shot ranking, really something to highlight. Their ability to contest and deny shots around the rim was a tremendous asset defensively. And with the way the Warriors went on a rampage last year, you knew that Alvin Gentry would be in demand. Was the architect behind the Warriors' offense, is one of the best offensive minds in our league.
Here's Williamson following the three by the Lakers, and too long on the shot.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
And stolen by Murray. Pass to Williamson. Here's Murray. He's got 8. Lets it go from 11. Can't get it to go. LeBron left side. Here's Hall. Here's the pass to the general. Here's Thunder. Lakers passing it around. LeBron passes to Hall. Back to James. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's...
Just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Pelicans trail by 4. And with Gentry, his offensive prowess can't be understated, Greg. His peers joke and say he can drop an open look for a corpse. I don't know about that, Clark, but we know he's talented. He's got a great offensive mind.
And you know that's right. And with this Pelicans team, he has plenty of firepower to work with, too.
Oh, he does. You're right.
And, guys, C.J. McCollum is a scoring-minded combo guard out of Lehigh. Was taken with the 10th pick back in 2013 and still looking to make a big impact in the NBA.
Davis sets a screen. Here's Hall. Pass to Thunder. Lots of room. No good. That's miss number 2 against 3 makes from the field. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. To the paint. It's deflected. Ingram passes to Dub. Just 5 on the clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. McCollum, no good. While McCollum has struggled with injury, he's broken a bone in each of the last 3 seasons dating back to college at Lehigh.
Yeah, and if he can stay healthy, I think he's got a bright future. He had a broken finger last season, and he broke his foot twice in the seasons prior, Kevin, just to embellish the injury situation. But he's got some ability.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here is Garbage Man. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Murray, no good.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on you.
Hall passes to James. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about how well they defended the rim? Not just blocking shots, but also altering them here in this first half.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
They set the pick. Hall passes to LeBron. Connects from three-point range. James has got 8 points here in this quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Passes to Williamson. It's tipped and pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
From 10 feet out, goes back up, and it's good on the way in. The Naturals got 11 points.
It's starting to look like a repeat of last night, guys. He's battling really hard out there.
There's the pick. The pass to the general. 6 to shoot. And there's another one for the Lakers.
Assist from
Pelicans trail by 8. New Orleans is still a relatively young team, but they play with the maturity, I think, Clark, that's beyond their years.
You know, Kevin, the average age for them last year was just over 25 years old, and the youngest team in the West, actually, to make it to the playoffs last year.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
And the first half is...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Shooting 1. Substitution on the court.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 6. And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to...
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment.
What a game for LeBron. He's got 16 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
They've got the prophet. John is out there with the natural, and it's Garbage Man, and it's Jones in at the 2 guard. That's Alvin Gentry's 5 as we get into the second half. Well, LeBron had kind of a slow start to his season, his return to Cleveland last year.
Yeah, he got off to a bit of a slow start. He had some nagging type injuries, but things turned around, and LeBron was eventually able to get the clubhouse atmosphere where he wanted.
Here's Murray. Pass to Williamson. He dishes it to Murray. Shot clock at 5. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Murray's got 12 points in the game. Los Angeles leading by 9.
And that atmosphere that LeBron was after, I mean, he described it as wanting a family-like atmosphere.
And the Pelicans with possession here. Jones kicks to Murray. Pass to Ingram. From the arc. And the Natural's going to pick up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Cool hands checked in for the Naturals. To the inside, Davis. Soft touch off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 11.
And to touch on the Cleveland atmosphere, you know, you could see as the season unfolded, it became a big part of what LeBron was able to accomplish in Miami, starting to work itself into that roster.
Murray, no good.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Outside, Davis. And James gets it to go on the assist by Davis. And that's 21 points for LeBron.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
And Murphy kicks to Murray. And it's blocked. Dub the pass to Murray. Shot clock at 6. Picked by Murphy. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket for Murray.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Los Angeles calls timeout, and going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Passes it to Mr. Clutch. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, somehow the Lakers managed to avoid ending up in last place in the West last season. Still, it's a far, far cry from the Lakers teams of the past. Only 21 wins for them on the season.
And for the Lakers against the rest of the West last year, they only went 9-43, Greg, in their own conference matches.
Yeah, and never a good sign when less than half of your wins come against your own conference. The Lakers know they have a long road ahead of them to get back to their years of Western Conference dominance.
And the Pelicans making a change here. McCollum's checked in. Here's Murray. A rebound by the Lakers. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against the defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. McCollum's got 5 now.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Dishes it to Davis. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Now here's McCollum. He has 5. Picked by Murphy. Now McCollum with the shot. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. With this stoppage in play, we have a chance now to show you which teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. The Pelicans 4th.
I guess time will tell if they can repeat that level of success from a year ago when they were one of the best long-distance shooting teams in the league. Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Now here's McCollum. Picked by Murphy. Now here's McCollum. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
9 feet out. The shot misses. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Kicks it to Murray. Now the dish to Murphy. Dub is guarded by Davis. They get it again.
And the rebounding has been key to their success here tonight.
It has been a lopsided battle on the boards, no doubt.
The Lakers with the ball. To the inside. Here's Murphy. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
LeBron outside, and the pass to the general. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they got to figure out how to contain it.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Guys, over that last break, I listened in on Alvin Gentry's huddle. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Dub. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
And thanks for that story, Doris. So for the Lakers right now, they've got Anthony Davis. LeBron James is out there with the general. And it's Mr. Clutch. And it's Hall in at the point. Here's Davis. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Pelicans trail by 17. To the middle. Here's Murray. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Talk about a terrific game for the Prophet. He has 14 points and 3 assists. He's having a great passing game and is knocking down those foul shots as well.
Not to mention just the overall fundamentals that he's put on display here today.
You know, as the season wore on, guys, the Pelicans became a matchup that nobody wanted to see. Very tough against teams and had very few weaknesses, too.
Another steal. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. He kicks to Jones. There's the pick. He feeds it to Murphy. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Ingram. And the Pelicans miss again. Well, for the Pelicans last season, they were a tough matchup. The defense was one thing, but their mentality, the way they thought through the game was fantastic.
Yeah, and Kevin, you look at their record against other playoff teams, and it stacks up well. I mean, they made the playoffs by never thinking they were at a disadvantage on the floor. And having that kind of confidence in a young team, that only really speaks for a positive moving forward. I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Los Angeles on D. Jones kicks to Murray. Back to Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Murray. Trains the three-pointer. Murray's got 5 points now in the quarter. Lakers leading by 12. Here's Hall. Up and in on the layup.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
The Pelicans have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. New Orleans moving the ball around. Poke loose. Here's Murray. The Lakers with the rebound. They push it up 4 on 3. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Yeah, and the other thing that they've done well is they've really attacked the gaps of the defense with quick, decisive drives down the lane.
And the Lakers making a change here. Russell's checked in, and that one's good. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Here's Hall, and there's the foul, and it's on Garbage Man. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
Down low, here's the captain, and the layup's good off the glass.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Murphy. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. On occasions last year, the Lakers were all right on offense. Other times, they were just stagnant. There was just no motion, nothing going on.
That's a great point. And their ball movement could use some work. A lot of ISOs last season, and it killed a lot of the flow the team had in the half court.
And here is Los Angeles now. They lead by 14. And Davis throws it down.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
And here are the Pelicans now after the basket by Los Angeles. Jones kicks to Murphy. Shot clock at 6. Here's Murray. Hits that one. Nice pass leading him to the bucket. Murray's got 21.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him. And folks, those are hops you just don't see from that one spot every day.
Well, that's why he is such an uncommon talent.
Yep, uncommon and unparalleled. I mean, he makes things happen out there for sure.
And Jones slams it home.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, and maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not
Rising up and hammering it home. That could be just what they need to pick their energy up.
Wow, it definitely got the guys on the bench on their feet. I'll say that for man. Oh, man, was that
and no
fun.
doubt about it, guys. That's one of those plays that will pick up his teammates. A lot of times, a play like that is just what you need to get the adrenaline flow for your team.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Lakers leading by 14. Pass to Hall. Here's the captain. Oh! Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays
Man,
up.
you could clock his hang time with an hourglass.
Dubs checked in for New Orleans.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And, Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selfless. On the basketball court.
And so it's New Orleans with it. Feeds it to Jones. Passes it to Ingram. It's picked off. Pulls up. Here's Davis. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
And stolen by LeBron. The finish. Finishes the break with a slam.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
And the pass to Ingram. And stolen by LeBron. Hall passes to the captain. That's good.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Jones. Mr. Clutch, he's checked in for the Lakers. To end the
No
run.
D. Like they don't got demon design pad.
Murray's got 14
Yeah, this
points here in the
misses.
second half.
He's
Herb
simply a machine
Jones,
at
Trey
the
Murphy,
offensive end. I
Jose
wonder how
Alvarado.
far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
Here's Hall. There's the feed to Davis. Pelicans with the rebound. Murray's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Down low. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on LeBron James.
Just absolute domination in this one for the natural. He's got 16 points, and he's played the role of the pest today, too. I mean, he's caused a bunch of turnovers.
And it also tells you just how high his basketball IQ is. I mean, seeing plays develop before anyone else does on the court.
The generally's checked in for the captain. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Lakers working the ball around now. Here's Hall. Second shot opportunity, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. First one falls for him.
At the line, the Pelicans.
Good on both. Well, this is really one of the nicer buildings in the NBA right downtown, Clark, this home of the Pelicans across from the Superdome.
Kevin, you're always worried about how close we are to Bourbon Street when we come here, man. But, yeah, this was a fortress for the Pelicans last season as they won some big games here for sure.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And you talk about the big wins here for the Pelicans last year. How about they beat the Warriors late in the year, which was huge to get into the postseason, as well as the Spurs on that final day to fight their way into that 8th spot.
Here's Murray. Williamson, the pass to McCollum.
You really have to like the work they put in at the free throw line here in the half. I mean, they've been really aggressive in drawing fouls, and then they've been able to knock down their free throws.
No good on that one.
C.J. McCollum.
And the second free throw, good.
The story in the first half was that low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
And he gets the bucket. And 12 points for the general.
No count.
And, you know, the Pelicans ended 28-13 here last season. A 6-win improvement for them from the season before. They can be a scary team when this place is jumping.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. And now it's 27 points for the Prophets.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Passes it to the general. Here's Mr. Clutch. He is guarded by McCollum. Here's Hall. Outside for Davis. From downtown. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lakers.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capabilities.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for him, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
Here's Hall. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
Plays it up and banks it in.
Well, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Murray, the pass to Dub. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Some changes for New Orleans. Cool hands checked in for the natural. Smith comes in for garbage man. And Smooth subbed in for the Prophet. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just...
LeBron.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now he found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, you go into a build.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.
Quando eu me vi só nesse lugar, eu pensei que preciso sair pra me libertar. Seja com quem for, a minha vida é cantar, nunca no mesmo lugar. Seja sozinho a dois, o resto eu vejo depois. Mas só em pensar que sua face, tudo que eu pedisse, só você que me desse. Aí pensando desse esse 4 falasse.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll be watching the Orlando Magic playing against the Los Angeles Lakers. And for Los Angeles, this is their first time facing off this season.
We're live, the home of the Magic, the Amway Center in beautiful Orlando, Florida. Last outing for Orlando, they won that game again. Against the Dallas Mavericks.
And really the signature of that game was what they were able to do from a defensive standpoint, particularly on the low post.
Yeah, they were up in the air an awful lot in that paint area, getting their hands on shots, a lot of them, but if they didn't block them or touch them, they actually changed them.
And the Lakers with possession here. Here's Davis. Here's the general. No good with the layup. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. We've got Mr. Clutch. The general is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Davis, and it's Hall in at point guard. And for LeBron James, a remarkable step. Greg, he had increased.
And Kevin, who's... A point guard should look to pass first. I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
And that replays.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, you know, his reputation. Clark. Grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And you know, Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
Here's the machine. No good. And the Lakers going the other way now. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season.
Not exactly a game that everyone will be talking about here, but both of these teams can show flashes at times.
Yeah, you know, that's right, Greg. Last season they split the series, and they may not be in the playoff conversation, but this still, for me, is an intriguing matchup.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Hall. The kick out to LeBron. And again, it's the Lakers.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Houdini. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has. And created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
To the paint, here's Davis, and he goes in for the dunk.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Here's Mr. Clutch. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. The Magic trail by 5. Pushing it up. It's stolen by Davis. On the wing, James. A 23-point game for him in the win against New Orleans.
Boy, was he physical. I mean, in that game, just drawing a lot of contact and getting himself to the line over and over.
Here's Hall. Puts up the baby hook from outside the arc. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
There's a good screen. Picked him clean. And it's the Lakers on the break. Pull up Jay. Jumps up. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Wide open look. That's good on the jump shot. Mr. Clutch has got 7 points in the game. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense.
That also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. Some people think LeBron's athleticism, Clark, has declined over the last few years. He might be the first to admit it. He still looks terrific, though.
Well, he's, you know, that's a natural progression for any player,
Sure.
even if you are LeBron. But he's still an elite athlete by NBA standards.
Pass to Houdini. And it's in off the backboard.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
There's the pass to the general. Stolen away. Here's the machine. He had 16 points in the win against Dallas. Here's Houdini. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Houdini's got 6.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
It's Davis with the drive, and he gets it back.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
There's the bucket. Good.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Here's the screen. Here's the machine. And Davis sends it back. They get it back. Rob. Down low. Deflects the pass. Here is Mr. Incredible. James covering. Wagner up and in from the low block. Mr. Incredible's got his first bucket in this one. Lakers leading by 7. And it's the machine with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the knee.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Anthony's checked in for the Magic. L.A. has gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter. The captain out there with LeBron James. And it's Thunder. Then there's Davis. And it's Hall in at the 1 spot. And the shot is good.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime dropped right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
Wagner passes to the machine. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Anthony drawing the double team. From past the arc. And he gets it to go. Anthony's got it back down to within single digits for the Magic.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
And that one's good.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
The Magic shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Pass to Wagner. Here's the machine, covered by LeBron. Inside, off the pick. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Looking at some numbers for Anthony Davis. Coming off a terrific season. Checking in at about 24 points per, 10 rebounds, and almost 3 blocks. And not many players possess his kind of ability to protect the rim. I mean, you look at the block total, pretty remarkable.
Yeah, you know, we've seen drivers think they see a crease in the defense and then go for it, and then he shuts the door on them right away.
The general is checked in for the captain. 2 straight seasons of no playoffs for the Lakers after last year's miss. Not what they were hoping for.
It's going to be a growing process, Kevin. I mean, they had a young team and an injured superstar in Kobe both years. Hard to make the playoffs in that situation.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Davis, it's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here.
And guys, for the Lakers, you'd have to go back almost 40 years to find a time when the Lakers missed the postseason in back-to-back years. Fortunately for them, they won 2 titles in the next 6 years after that.
Here is Mr. Incredible, covered by LeBron. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Wagner.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Here's Hall, the 3. Here's Davis, goes up high for the 2-handed dunk.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking them.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Yep, and if they can maintain this energy level, their lead will be safe.
And that one's good. Miracle Man's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And it's doubtful that the Lakers will win multiple titles in the coming years unless something drastic happens. Still, this is a franchise committed to success, and they'll do whatever it takes to get back into the postseason.
You look at what Anthony Davis has accomplished so far in his career, the historic comparisons. I mean, they're mind-boggling. For a kid 23, Greg, the historic comparisons are very favorable for him.
I mean, he's been compared to a young KG and Duncan quite often. But in his first few seasons, it's...
That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish.
Always some entertainment value when you go with the windmill jam.
Yeah, rim shaker and the wrist breaker.
Outrageous, guys. And although not a block officially, it might as well have been his ability to react and alter the shot.
Greg, I don't think there was any doubt about it. His defense threw him off on that shot.
Outside Anthony, from deep. No good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Oh, and then one, no question, powered it down.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Give a hand, fans, your Magic Dancers.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Here's Hall. Puts the move on. Davis, the pass to Thunder. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And that's now 6 points for Thunder.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Passes it to Wagner. The shot misses. Davis with some nice D. Lakers leading by 13. Here's Thunder. Rebounded by Anthony.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
The machine passes to Miracle Man, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Boy, he is such a ridiculous dunker.
High riser, no doubt about it. Oh!
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
4 on the shot clock. And here's Anthony for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And that's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case, you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on it.
Well, whether you call him the brow or ant or the future, Anthony Davis made the leap in year 3 to franchise superstar. I mean, still, though, he remains humble, determined to improve, and dedicated to maximizing his immense potential.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Russell's checked in. Count that one.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face. He's simply going to...
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Los Angeles on top, running away with it.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal. A tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He had 13 points, 2 steals, and 2 assists. And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will see you after the final buzzer.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. It's been a clinic out there by Houdini.
I tell you what, though, it's going to be important to see if they can slow him down in the second half, because so far they have not had anybody that can disrupt his rhythm down low.
Well, how about guys mixing up the looks? I mean, bump him out a little bit, fronting, doubling, anything to try to get him off his rhythm.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for Orlando, they've got Miracle Man. Mr. Incredible is out there with Houdini. Then it's the Machine, and it's
Yo, turn into the screen. Let's go, let's go.
The execution on that play. The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
They set the pick. Here's Hall. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. One problem the Magic faced last season was depth. They really weren't a deep team, and it hurt them along the way.
Yeah, it sure
Yo,
did.
yo, yo.
They had the second fewest bench points in the league, and that number was really low because they didn't use the bench that often. Starters did a lot of the heavy lifting.
Here's the Machine. There's the steal. To the paint. Here's LeBron. And it's going to be 2 free throws. True contact on the shot.
And for the Magic, they would try and address the bench for this season, both through the draft and free agents.
And guys, the Magic didn't luck out and jump into the top 3 in the draft. Still ended up with a high pick. That'll help add another nice piece to their puzzle. They've accumulated a lot of good pieces, but now they need to start making it work.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Wow, we up
Great
30,
job to hit
nigga.
his teammate on that move, Captain.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 double-digit scorers, bro.
Magic shooting inefficient, 53% from the field.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up
What
today,
are you
because
talking about,
without
man?
him, this
What?
thing would already be
What?
Wood passes to Hall. Stolen. Here we go, all alone. Here's Miracle Man. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down, game players. Discretion is the better part of valor.
And a moment here now to see the numbers for LeBron James. He's coming off an excellent season. 3rd in scoring, 5th in assists, and he ended up in the top 15 in steals as well. Some of the quickest hands in the league.
And you only average top 3 in points if you have a particular mindset that you are the guy destined to bring the bacon home for your squad.
Anthony's checked in for the Magic. Here is Mr. Incredible, covered by LeBron. And there's the call on James. That's foul number 2 for him.
4 for 5 so far. That's their first miss of the second half.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Russell's checked in. Here are the Magic now. The pass to the machine. Out to Anthony. Beyond the arc. The shot no good. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Mr. Incredible, he's checked in for the machine. Well, the Magic knew that last season would be one, Greg, for development. A young team like they had needs to grow before they can really compete.
And you touched upon it, Kevin. They really were a young team last season. 3rd youngest team in the league by the end of the year. How about an average age of just over 24 years old?
Orlando's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. The drive by Anthony. The shot is off. Great D that time from Davis. Here's Hall. Drills the 3-pointer. 23 points in the game.
And you talk about that low age number for the Magic. You mentioned it a moment ago, and they had several rookies last season. That's why they were so young. It was as good a year as any to get their feet wet and see what those young guys could do.
And the basket by Harris.
That's an impressive spin move there, Kevin. I wasn't expecting him to show him.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Dishes it to Russell. Pass to the captain. Lakers passing it around. And here comes the break. That's tipped. And here we go. On up the court.
Great hustle to turn the block shot into a fast break hoop. That's a big-time play.
And the Magic shooting it well here in the 3rd, about 50%. Here's Wagner. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Hall passes to Mr. Clutch. Davis with a screen on Anthony. Here's Hall. Got a piece of it. Here's Mr. Clutch. And it would have counted had it fallen. And at the end of the 3rd quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Lakers on top, running away with this one. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And we're getting underway.
King David. Yeah. Well, you can wait a couple extra hours, though. You want to hop on 24? Don't. I mean, you gotta download it. I said, what you mean you gotta download it? PK24. No. I'm gonna leave.
Check it out. Never knew a friend till I met a foe. Till I met him. Never knew things till I met the game. Never had a real team that could win the rain. Never knew what a friend could do. Never knew I'd be bruised all black and blue. With my back to the wall. Scrap with my dogs. Rap dogs. Fly with me in Atlanta. Oakland, Los Angeles.